What if Naruto had a harem in Percy Jackson? Hey, what's up guys, it's me again and welcome back to my channel, and as you guessed from the title, this is going to be a harem story for Naruto and a crossover between Percy Jackson as well. It's been a long time since I did any, so yeah, sit back, relax and enjoy today's story, and make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Polo Chia channel if you haven't done so already. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins 13 years after the QB attack in hospital room of Konoha, in which we see was laying 13-year-old bandaged up Naruto Uzumaki, who was resting. Why was he in this condition, you might ask? Because last night, he was sent alongside a few of his friends on a mission to retrieve back Sasuke Uchiha, who has deserted the village. And this was the result. Sasuke was able to escape, and Naruto was back in the village wounded badly, and was done being treated by Tsunade, who has left to rest because it has been only a few hours since Naruto was placed there in that room, until a bright light emerged and a portal opened and walked out none other than Zeus, the Greek god of lightning and king of gods, ruler of Mount Olympus. And he looked towards the boy laying there. His eyes, which were filled with lightning, narrowed for a bit, and there was a frown. But he sighed. Seeing that the boy was fine, picking him up, he entered the portal again and disappeared. As now we see, up on Mount Olympus, Naruto and Zeus arrived. Zeus was cradling his grandson in his arms. As now we see, the other gods appeared there because Zeus has summoned them. Apollo, take care of him. Who is he? He is not from this world, I can tell. And he is tied to a prophecy, father. You do know that you might have doomed the world. I do not care about that world. They have pushed my grandson to his limits. Your grandson? What do you mean by that? Said Hera, I had a son. You broke the oath? Said Poseidon, his brother. No. I vowed that I would not have a child here, but it was another world. A world that is covered by accident. There I had a son with an Namikaze woman, a merchant. And from her, a demigod child of mine was born who never knew his heritage and learned the ways of his people. Now I couldn't waste my grandson's potential in life there. Not after what has been done. So I brought him here. I see. So you brought him here. Yes. Make sure the child stays away from us, said Hera. I'll make sure of that. And so, now we see, Zeus, as though has said those words, couldn't keep up with them. He checked on Naruto every day until he woke up after a few days inside the temple of Apollo, who was seated next to him, as his golden eyes blazed towards Naruto. Where am I? What is this? What am I speaking? You're speaking English, the language that everyone uses in this world, mostly. It's for your own convenience, kid. Who are you? Where is this place? I am Apollo, the god of sun. And you are in my temple. What? He speaks the truth, child. You are in a god's temple. Be very respectful towards him. I see that your fox friend is quite clever. How do you... I told you who I am. I'm not only the son of God, but also the truth God as well. Nothing can hide from me. Not even the future and your thoughts. And you're thinking that I am weird, right? Honestly, I'm not. Apollo, said a voice that was commanding and booming. Is he awake? Yes, he is awake, father. And so, now we see, Zeus appeared and settled down. I am your grandfather. You are my grandson, Naruto. I brought you here because I have seen how those people abused you and used you. I could not hold back. The son of my soul will be rolling in his grave if he saw what they have done to you and to his trust, said Zeus as his face tightened, the lightning crackled around it. As Naruto's eyes widened. Whoa, that is... I'm sorry, I mean, you are quite a curious child, aren't you? How about you stay here for a week? As a compensation for not being able to bring you here. What do you mean by that? This is the Mount Olympus, the land where gods reside. Down beneath is the modern world. Since you are not from here, you would need to learn about a lot of things. Luckily for you, some of my daughters will help you with that. They are considered to be your aunts, so be very respectful towards them. I'll try my best. And so, now we see, Naruto was introduced to every one of them, one by one. This is Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war. Oh, is that a spear and an owl? Yes, owls are quite intelligent, and that is why they are my spirit animals. I see. This is Lady Artemis, the goddess of hunt, wild and moon, and maidens. As she nodded towards Naruto, who nodded respectfully back. And then there was Hermes, Hephaestus, as well as Ares and the others, which Naruto met. And then came the turn where he was introduced to Poseidon, Hades even, who was brought up there, and finally to his wife. This is my wife, Hera. So she's like my grandma, right? As everyone's eyes widened, the younger gods, especially Hermes as well as Apollo's jaw dropped. What did you call me? You're like my grandmother, right? I mean, since Lord Zeus here is my grandfather, and you're like his wife, so you're my grandma, right? You're like family. Hera remained quiet, observing Naruto, as if the boy was mocking her or anything. But because she was the goddess of family, she could feel his emotions and smile. Fine, you can call me that, but I would only answer when you call me Grandma Hera from now on. And Grandma Hera it is, said Naruto with a genuine smile as everyone else looked towards one another. How in the 80s did this happen? Nobody knows, brother. Nobody knows. Zeus was happy, and a week passed in a flying blink of an eye. Naruto was aware of everyone and was ready to go to the world. Now listen, Naruto, said Athena, who has been teaching him. Be very careful. You will be sent to Yanxi Academy. There is a satyr there and Chiron, under the disguise of Mr. Burner. You would be under their watchful eyes. They have been alerted of your arrival, so be very careful and study hard. Yes, ma'am. Good. As after that, Naruto left with a bright smile, not before giving his grandfather and grandmother a hug, which Zeus, to be honest, for the first time in his life, quite enjoyed. As for Hera, she was happy as well. After Naruto left, Zeus turned towards her. You took a liking to him. That has never happened before, Hera. I could sense his emotions. The boy, what you told me, has run through a lot. He seeks comfort of a family. Something I can understand. And if he thinks of me as a grandmother, then so be it. You're not. I still am angry at you, but not at him. Because instead of him being afraid of me or judging me, or without even understanding, he gave me the role of his grandmother. Now who am I to deny that? Such an adorable little grandson. As after that, we see Athena and Artemis were standing together watching this. You do know that the boy had good effect on them, right? Yes, as much as it scares me, sister, you are right, said Artemis, answering to Athena. Regardless, Naruto was quite a specimen. Energetic, prankster for at heart, which is quite inconvenient to be honest, but respectful at times, and always quite curious, something that I can respect, said Athena with a smile. As Artemis even then said, he was respectful, too much respectful. At first I thought that he would try to do something. He didn't, when I showed him around the world. Is that so? Yes, he is, as I said, after judging him, a genuinely curious person. He is a genuine person, sister. Something that is quite rare here, because everyone here has a hidden agenda or something. As this was being said and done, we see that Naruto Once arrived there, on the other side met with Chiron. Mr. Burner, right? Yes, Naruto. I am aware of your legacy and your heritage, and your consequences from which you have arrived. Rover over here will lead you back to the camp, where you can remain. Within a month or so, we will be leaving towards a tour again on Mount Olympus. Really? Then I'll leave right now. Once Naruto left, he arrived at the camp of blood site. Once he was there, Naruto looked towards a huge tree at the water. What is that? Oh, that? Yeah, that. That is a tree. But I can sense someone in there. A chakra. You can sense? Yeah, I don't know how or why. As Naruto and Grover arrived there, here lies a friend of mine whom I failed to save. A demigoddess. Daughter of Zeus. Really now? Yeah. Her name was Talia Grace, and she was something else. She even was the one who saved me and her friends. Well, I couldn't save her. You don't need to push yourself too much, Grover. That a girl that arrived there, that Naruto could have sworn looked exactly like Lady Athena? That's my mother. Who are you? Said the girl, looking towards him. I'm Naruto. I just arrived here. I'm grandson of Lord Zeus. I see. A legacy. I am daughter of Athena. No wonder you look too much like her. What do you mean by that? Nothing at all. What are you doing here? It's just I sense something within, said Naruto, unconsciously touching the tree as lightning crackled from his palms, and something happened. A bright light emerged, and there, laying underneath the shade of the tree, was Talia Grace, who looked towards Naruto, similar to his age, was shocked. What is going on here? Talia, said Annabeth as she dashed towards her friend, who has been just revived. Seeing this, Grover was also shocked. As Naruto was just frozen there. How did you? I don't know. As after that, in Zeus's cabin, both of them were allowed in. But as soon as Naruto went inside, a voice occurred. Naruto? It was the voice of his grandmother. What is it, Grandma Hera? I want you to stay at my cabin. What? But from what I have learned from the rules, you don't... I know the rules, and I am allowing you. Would you or would you not like to stay there? If you would allow me, then I would love to. But what about Grandpa? I am okay with it as well. You can move there. It's fine. And so Naruto came outside, as Talia and the others who were outside already watched towards him. What is it, Naruto? Couldn't sleep or something? No, I'm actually going to sleep somewhere else. Where? You know you're allowed to only sleep at your cabins, said Annabeth as Naruto moved towards Lady Hera's cabin and went inside. Are you insane? What are you doing? Get outside from that hag's cabin. She's gonna hurt you. As Naruto said, don't call her that. She's like a grandmother to me. As everyone froze, almost like broken, Lance Naruto said, why are you all acting like that? She is kind. Is he insane? Are we sure that he is a grandson of Zeus? Said the others. As Grover nodded, I have to return. In the meantime, just don't cause trouble, okay? And so Naruto stayed there. After some time, Naruto became aware that how scary Lady Hera was, in fact, in reality. But Naruto didn't care because he knew who she really was. And because of that, Hera grew closer to Naruto, and Zeus as well, because for the first time he felt like there was someone of his bloodline that was actually worth loving. And not only that, he also helped out and bonded with others' kids as well, like each and every gods, Demeter, as well as Ares, because he liked to, have training with them seriously. And then there was Hermes' cabin, in which he had fun with the Stroll twins as well as the others because of the pranks and their prank wars. Overall, Naruto, within a few weeks, was liked by everyone, even by begrudgingly Athena's cabin. Why? Because of him and his pranks coming in handy in the midst of battle. As now we see, Naruto and Talia were seated under the shade of the same tree. You know, it's kind of funny. What is? Talia-chan, you know that I could be considered your aunt, since you are like my brother's son. Hey, not like we're related or anything. Then again, that is quite correct. As after that, they chatted for some bit and watched the sunset. And finally, after a month end, the time arrived when they were sent abroad as a trip to Mount Olympus. There, Naruto greeted everyone and saw something. Since he was a shinobi, even though a Genin already, his reflexes were quite fast. Naruto saw one of the Hermes kids going and sneaking around where the bag was, which was supposedly the sheath of the lightning bolt. Naruto arrived and grabbed him by the hand. What are you doing? Luke? Naruto. Nothing. As that is when Zeus arrived. Naruto? You, son of Hermes, what is going on? As that is when Zeus looked towards the hand that was extended of Hermes' son, trying to grab onto his lightning bolt as Naruto stopping him. Grandpa? Naruto, step aside. Wait, please, I can... I told you to step aside, son. And so Naruto did, as lightning grabbed around Luke and brought him in, as Zeus gathered everyone. Father, what is the meaning of this? Why is my son being like this? He tried to steal my lightning bolt. Naruto over here is a witness. He was trying to grab it. I only stopped him, but you have to calm down, Grandpa. Tell us what you really want. Son of Hermes, who put you up to it? Was it your father? No, why would I try to do that, son? Tell them that this is a misunderstanding. It's not a misunderstanding at all. What? As suddenly they saw and felt the essence of him, the Crooked One. As the gods began to speak so fast in the ancient text that it was hard for everyone to pick up. What is going on, Kurama? Said Naruto to the fox who was within and was now his close ally. I think they're speaking about some Crooked One, Kronos. Who is that? Wait, I remember now. Isn't he like Grandpa's father? Yeah, he is. And so now we see Zeus stopping everyone. This has come to an end. All of you must return back to the camp. And you are to be imprisoned there until further notice. Is that understood? Yes. Once returned, Luke was stripped of his right as the cabin head and was locked away behind a prison cell that was created. Everyone was quite sad. Some of them even disliked Naruto because they thought that he was the one behind this. But Luke's confession, if anything, was real. So much so that they begin to doubt that if it was Naruto's ploy. Naruto himself felt sad for what he has done. So much so that he isolated himself. Annabeth as well as Thalia were the only ones there for him, and Grover. Till one by one everyone came around and realized that it was indeed Luke who was under the, spell of the Crooked One who promised him the seed of his father. As this was going on, the Crooked One broke Luke out and took him away one night. Everyone was alerted, even the gods, and they were pissed beyond anything. And at that moment was the time when Percy Jackson arrived. With the Manticore chasing after him, Naruto and the others were able to defend him and save his mother, chasing the Manticore away. As Grover were tasked to escort his mother away, Percy was brought in while he was knocked out cold. And after some time, he woke up, and then it was discovered about the prophecy and about a war that was going to come between them and the Titans that could only be stopped if the Titan is stopped now. And for that they needed the fleece. So they were sent to get that fleece. Percy and his team was, which was basically Grover as well as none other than Annabeth. Naruto wanted to go, but he was stopped by his grandfather. And at that time, Naruto couldn't hold back. While they were in trouble over there, because turns out Artemis was trapped, Naruto, taking this chance, arrived there And once he did with Thalia, not only did he save her, but also did Artemis. You will be crushed, Naruto. I don't care. You have to save them. Please do. I know you're the only one who can. Strong enough to do that. And not only Zoe was saved, as well as Artemis was as well. And the others. So know that happened there. But if anything, Luke and his army was captured, destroyed by Zeus and the gods, sent to Tartarus for eternity, and the pits of Tartarus was sealed away so that Crooked One and the other titans could not get out. Once the war was seemingly over, the Fates arrived and made sure that they were aware that even if they have won this battle, there are chances that a war might break out in the future, because the titans are not going to give up that easily. The gods were aware and much more active. While on the other side, currently they were relaxing and celebrating because they have won this battle. Naruto on the other side was chilling with his grandparents, having a good time with them and chatting away. We see a group of girls gathered as Aphrodite arrived. I can tell that you have eyes for the boy, she said, looking towards the girls, as Thalia as well as Zoe Nightshade, the lieutenant of Artemis, blushed. Over the small time that they have known him, they have realized that Naruto was a genuine and kind person, even if he was a prankster and sometimes cocky. But in reality, he was just kind and genuine. A little bit dense though, but still kinda cute. And they weren't alone, as Aphrodite smiled and looked towards Artemis as well as Athena. What are you talking about? I know, I can sense, remember, goddess of love and all that. Even not now, in the future, you would be able to realize. As they called out Aphrodite speaking to be bullshit. So to test that out, she, disguised as a girl, began to get closer to Naruto over the next few courses of month. While he and Percy, who were best friends, trained, being dense as they were, Naruto was also getting closer to her, becoming close to a best friend, even skipping time with the others, and this annoyed them, like Thalia as well as Artemis and even Athena and Zoe to some end, to the point that they, at the end, came to Aphrodite to stop this, and there Aphrodite confirmed that this was all a trick, for them to realize that they in fact indeed really love Naruto. Once this reached the ears of Hera, she said no to all of them. He is my grandbaby, and I will not allow him to be corrupted by your games, Aphrodite, or by any of you. He will be marrying a girl of my choosing. As Zeus grumbled and sighed. Well, she has a right to decide, I guess, being the grandmother and all that. And yes, Naruto's marriage is quite important to us. That is why we will choose carefully who is the best. But father, of course it is me. No, I am the best for him. Even Zoe would agree to that. Forgive me, my lady, but who might be best, but I am no lesser than you in this regard. Whatever you say, but I am the best. Since I knew him best, heck, we're even closer. Father, do something about this. I'm sorry, daughter, but I can't. As his grandmother has said, there's nothing I can do. It is in her hands, and as it should be. And you are all not qualified, as all of them slumped yet, she said, looking with a smirk at them. I will test you and see for myself who is a fit. What if we all are? We will cross that bridge once we get there, said Hera before she left, as Zeus sighed and said, lucky bastard, before leaving as well, knowing that where this was going. All unaware, Naruto and Percy traded blows while training. You know, man, I really wish there was an orange cookie out there as well. I mean, it kind of sucks that you only get blue food, and now I get healthy food. I also want to kind of eat some junk food and ramen, but my grandma won't let me eat that, saying that it's not good for me. You know, I can share with you if you want. Really? Oh man, I'm glad that you're my best friend, Percy. Don't worry about anything like that, Naruto. As Naruto and Percy were bonding over some cookies, all the while the girls were fighting their own battle with his supposed grandmother. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my Polo Chia channel as well. As this is it for the day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.